think that there are so many people that can tell you every single thing there is to know about the beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, but can't tell you how to pay their own rent next month. Or they can tell you everything there is to know about the Cat Williams interview on Club Shay Shay, but they can't tell you how they can find a way to quit their own job. Or they can tell you all the gossip that might be on the gossip platforms, but they don't really know how to pay child support, right? And so to me, this is where economic awareness is really important, and why I encourage you. I met a young lady there who was 19 years old who told me that she'd been listening to me for about maybe 2 or 3 years. She was there with her parents, which I really love. I love to see parents and children doing this together because wealth is a family construct. Wealth is a family agenda. Wealth should be a family mission. And so her daddy was there, her mama was there, and the daughter was there. And the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And she was explaining to me how she started doing the $5 a day plan 2 or 3 years ago, and now she has $1,500 in cash. And she was talking about other things she wanted to do, ways she wanted to level up. And so I was like, well, do you come to Money in the Morning? Do you come to our financial consciousness training? And she said yes. So I was really proud of her, because here's the thing. I don't really understand why more young people don't embrace economics earlier. I don't know what it takes to explain to them how important money is going to be in your life. I don't know how and I'm not, it's not really so much a frustration, it's more so just an awareness thing, just to kind of point that out. What she was doing, what this young lady was doing. She was 19. I don't have her name in front of me, but I was so impressed. I was so proud of her. And it was kind of like, yeah, okay, so you're going to be rich. I can see that already. You're going to be either a millionaire or very, very close, because you're doing the things you need to do. And really, but here's the funny thing, like, really, if you really want to do it at the highest level, you start even sooner. Maybe you start it when the kid is 4 or 5 years old. And there are ways to do that. And so I just kind of think it's not a hard problem to solve, right? The black wealth problem is not hard. It's not this unsolvable dilemma that we can't. The black wealth problem is not hard to solve. The black education problem is not hard to solve. Even things like the black marriage problem and the black health problems are not hard to solve. No, I mean, none of these things are hard to solve. What becomes the difficult puzzle is, how do you overcome brainwashing? How do you change culture? If everybody's been convinced to do things the wrong way, and people aren't incentivized or motivated to consider modifying behavior on a daily basis, if the pain's not deep enough, if we're just sitting there, it like the frog. Anybody heard the story about the frog, where they say that if you drop a frog in hot boiling water, he'll jump right out because it's too hot. But if you put him in cold water and then slowly turn the water up to the point of boiling, the frog would literally sit in the boiling water until he dies. That really makes me think about what happens when we get stuck in bad habits at an early age, and there's a lot of mental health issues that kind of pop up. When I come to Philadelphia, I get very sad, because I know people here who have had to deal with just unbelievable tragedy, senseless murder. There's a lady I met who's a friend of a friend, who told me that her sister got killed earlier this year, and her brother had gotten murdered just a few months earlier. And I just said, man, that is so much sadness, so much pain. That is so much trauma. That's unbelievable. And it was all a bunch of silly stuff. It was all over, somebody was dating somebody's girlfriend, and and it's just these problems are fixable, right? And I think, generally speaking, awareness maybe is the first step. And maybe I can also help you in terms of our conversations every morning, to get you to the point where you can just sort of see these things and then make a conscious decision about where you want to be financially. I was coaching a woman yesterday on stock options, and she said, I have an aunt who has some money sitting in her 401k. She's about to pull it out because she wants to go buy a luxury car. And she said, I'm trying to convince her to invest instead, because I was in your class and I don't have a capital base, but I know that she does, because she's going to literally pull out 80 and $90,000. And I said, well, tell her that she can still have the luxury car. Like, this was an expensive car, $400,000 car, but she was going to pull out like 95,000, 80, 90,000, something like that, for a down payment. And I said, well, she can still have the luxury car. I said, but one thing that you could consider, I don't give invested advice. I don't do that. But I said, well, let me show you how she can have the car. You can quit your job, and she can also make money at the same time. So I said, well, so what if you took this money and you bought 1,000 shares of Coinbase stock? And I showed her how much the stock options sell for. I said, so every week you and your aunt would bring in between $3,000 and $4,000 a week. That's $12,000 a month. her payment on her luxury car might be, let's say it's $2,000, which is a high car payment, but I'm not against high car payments. I'm really not. I'm not a person who's going to say that that car payment's too high or that's too. I don't believe that I should ever tell you that you're having too much fun in your life or that you're enjoying luxury too much or that you're too comfortable. I'll never say that. I'll just say, just handle your business and then you can make yourself comfortable. Our middle child loves luxury everything. She loves Coach and Gucci and all that. And when I sat her down and talked to her about it, I did not shame or condemn her for wanting nice things. Do you understand? I hope you guys get this. Let me know if you give me a guess if you get what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing bad about having nice stuff. Just handle your business. Like, don't pour your money down the toilet to get these nice things. Like, just make sure you're generating enough income where it all makes sense, where you can do the right things for your future, but also enjoy your present. It's a balancing act. You can't pour so much into the present that you forget about the future because then your future will be terrible, right? But you can't also sacrifice so much for the future that you can't enjoy your life. You might die next week. So enjoy your life. Go get you something nice. Go have some sex. Whatever it is, eat some good food. Take a trip. Live your life. Enjoy your life. Be happy. I want that for you. I want happiness every day. And I don't want it just long term. Sometimes we get so focused on the long term goal that we can't enjoy the climb. You got to enjoy the climb. You got to enjoy the day to day. All you need is the word is balance. The word is balance.